Welcome to today's episode, my friends, here in CookieRun Tower of Adventures. Excited to bring you 1-7. We have a mini boss here, and we're going to break it all down for you in today's episode. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you as always. And feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how you get 3 stars here for 1-7. This is normal mode. We're going to talk about some of the challenges that you may face, and in particular with, like I said, this mini boss. Now, before we do, we're going to break down our team as well, and some of those pieces that are going to be crucial, and go for the run of 1-7 here today. So again, as always, questions, comments, let us know down below. You can find great information in today's timestamps and description. Let's get into it here. So first and foremost, we are going to run it with these 3. So a couple things around this particular level. Chapter 1, Jolly Jelly Forest here, 1-7. You can get 2 of the big old bears right there. The power level is 2000. Now, also, again, we have this here in terms of some of the tactics. All damage is increased by 30%. So if you didn't see this, this is there for you. Recommended element attacks can be used to fill burst gauges of other recommended elements. So that is also a key piece. So this power level at 2000, you can beat it. I'm slightly less and was less before the first time that I ran this. We don't have the breakdown of the boss, so we'll talk about that as we're kind of into it as well. But this thing is a large worm that comes out of the ground, shoots all kinds of stuff at you, and we'll give you some other key tactics around that as we run through this particular level. Now, a couple things around some of the strategy. Again, the power level is pretty important here. One of the things that I found is if you are not upgrading your cookies here on this particular map, you may not be able to get through, and by not getting through, either getting wiped as you try and move around and evade the boss and take the boss down, or you just can't get through it in time. So the key piece to this is really about upgrading your cookies. So if you need to do that, you can go back here, you can go to your cookies. What I did is get Ginger Brave to level 5 in order to make this work. You can certainly do this for other cookies as well. In particular though, when it comes to this team, I wanted to make sure that I add damage dealers. So one way to pay attention to this piece as well is right here. When you look at that attack at 77, originally this was less than half that. And I said, okay, if I make that happen, make that investment here a little bit in Ginger Brave, that's going to be a key piece. So that's the first major recommendation that I can make for you in order to overcome 1-7 here. The next piece is making sure that you can use things like quick equip and get gear on your cookies as well. And you can see that I have each of these loaded to the best pieces that I have. Generally, I don't think you necessarily have to level everything up. However, that's certainly going to help. Getting Ginger Brave just to level 5 was enough for me in order to overcome this one and take it down. Now, as a reward, I did pick this up right here, the Cradle of Courage as well, which made Ginger Brave that much better and is going to help us as we go make our run here today. So those are a couple of the key pieces that I wanted to cover for you as we get into the 1-7. Again, you can do this in multiplayer. However, we're on the single player in terms of this one today. Now, again, as we go into it, I'm going to use Ginger Brave. I'm also going to use the lovely Cherry here. And then I am under leveled with this one in particular. And then we got our friend right here as well. So let's go ahead and go back. If you got questions on those things, certainly you can use other cookies. For me in particular, again, this was focused in on and honing in on attack primarily, and I able to beat it with just Ginger Brave. So let's put the pedal to the metal and the moment of truth as we go after this. You have completed all missions for this stage. You can play without rewards, or we can use the necessities. Entering without the heart jellies will not grant rewards. Let's go ahead, because we're going after it. Now, if you saw my first video, we do play on the PC, which I really enjoy doing. So you'll see that the setup might be a little bit different. We're going to go at it right away. Get in there. Couple things. Here is the mini guy before we get to the boss. Generally, what you want to do is not get hit like that for me, but I can kind of tank it here. So we'll move rather quickly and get to the ladder. Now, when it comes to this boss, a couple of the key things that you want to be doing is move, 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 move. That is a big piece. Now, there are the things that the spikes that can hit you, the ferocious jellyworm. Watch the top. We're going to come in, get a couple clicks, move out of the way. Don't get hit by those when it comes up. It can be a problem. We can use that. Now, if you time that right, where he did that big pop-up and knocked all those things down right away, you can dodge it. Now, there I got hit. That can kill you and take you out if you are not careful enough. Here I'm getting a lot of hits, getting hit a lot actually. So we got to do a little bit better on our dodging there. You can move around. Again, getting good damage in, it makes a huge difference. That was the one that we dodged. You can see how we can get around from that. Now we use our R right there. There we go, big hits. And when you hit that, boom, you can stay right out of the way of those little spiky balls. And here you go, those are those jelly bears. We've already got them, but we'll take them once again. We'll collect all of our rewards for today. There we go. And here you have it, my friends. The 3-star completion for you of 1-7, fully completed and cleared. Look at that. Look at that. All right. That concludes today's episode, my friends. Let's do a quick recap here for you on 1-7 once again. So a couple things on this. We did break down some of the key strategies that you can think of and the tactics when it comes to the power level here. Certainly we are underpowered. We gave you some ideas and talked about some of the recommended elements. Damage increased by 30%. I talked about one of the ways that you can get better in order to get by and beat it with a normal cookie just like Gingerbrave and make it happen for you. We didn't have to swap. There's other strategies that you can use to swap, like when we hit R and use the ultimates or the skill moveset. You can do that with your cookies and drop those, and it's a very, very cool thing actually in terms of how to beat this particular boss. We didn't cover that here today. We did cover though how you can take it down with Gingerbrave. We also walk through again when we go back here our cookies and some of the key pieces here on quick equip, checking that attack damage that I found to make a big difference in order of completing this. Now, with that, my friends, that is all she wrote for today's episode. Again, as always, if you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know because I love to hear from you. And on top of that, would love to see you in our amazing Discord server and community. And like that multiplayer, if you're looking for friends, there's a lot of friends there willing to play with you. And we've also posted ours. So if you're looking for a friend, you can add me as well. With that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here, and looking forward to more Tower of Adventures with you. Also, thank you to our members. I appreciate that very, very much. We do have memberships available to you, affiliate links, and a swag and merch store. You can check that out, my friends. All really nice ways to support the channel, and I very, very much appreciate it. On top of that, lastly, don't forget our socials. @MeChatMe, stay connected. We'll see you in the Discord server, my friends. And best of luck here as you continue to play Tower of Adventures. We got a lot more learning and things underway for you here with this as well. With that, we'll see you again soon. Keep on climbing, keep on running, my friends. Take care.